The Watergate Scandal was a major political scandal that occurred in the United States during the early 1970s. It involved the illegal activities and cover-up efforts by members of President Richard Nixon's administration. The scandal takes its name from the Watergate Complex, a series of buildings in Washington, D.C., which housed the Democratic National Committee, DNC, headquarters. The events of the Watergate scandal began on June 17, 1972, when 5 men were arrested for breaking into the DNC offices at the Watergate complex. The burglars were connected to Nixon's re-election campaign, and it was later revealed that they were attempting to wiretap phones and steal documents to gain an advantage over the Democratic Party. As investigations unfolded, it became clear that the break-in was just a small part of a much larger web of illegal activities and abuses of power. The scandal involved illegal campaign contributions, secret slush funds, wiretapping, burglary, and the use of government agencies, such as the CIA, to obstruct the FBI's investigation. Key figures implicated in the scandal included high-ranking members of Nixon's administration, such as Chief of Staff H.R. Haldeman, Attorney General John Mitchell, and White House counsel John Dean. There was also evidence linking the president himself to the cover-up efforts. The Watergate scandal led to a series of congressional hearings, known as the Watergate hearings, which were televised nationwide and captivated the country. The evidence presented during these hearings and the discovery of the secret White House tapes, which recorded conversations between Nixon and his aides, ultimately exposed the extent of the cover-up. Facing near-certain impeachment by the House of Representatives and removal from office by the Senate, President Nixon resigned on August 8, 1974. His successor, Gerald Ford, subsequently pardoned Nixon for any crimes he may have committed while in office. The Watergate scandal had a profound impact on American politics and the public's perception of government. It exposed corruption and abuse of power at the highest levels and led to increased skepticism and mistrust of politicians. The phrase, Watergate, has since become synonymous with political scandals and cover-ups. The Watergate scandal had a significant impact on the public in the United States. Here are some of the key effects. Erosion of trust in government. The scandal shattered the public's trust in the government and its leaders. The illegal activities and cover-up efforts revealed during the Watergate hearings undermined the belief that politicians could be trusted to act in the best interest of the nation. Increased skepticism and cynicism. The Watergate scandal led to a general increase in skepticism and cynicism among the American public. People became more suspicious of political motivations and more inclined to question the actions of those in power. Media scrutiny and investigative journalism. The Watergate scandal marked a turning point in American journalism. The investigative reporting by journalists, such as Bob Woodward and Carl Bernstein of The Washington Post, played a crucial role in uncovering the truth behind the scandal. This era of investigative journalism inspired a new wave of reporters and led to a greater emphasis on holding those in power accountable. Reforms and legal changes. The scandal prompted a series of reforms and legal changes to prevent future abuses of power. The Ethics in Government Act of 1978 was passed to regulate the financial disclosures of government officials. The Freedom of Information Act was also strengthened to increase transparency in government activities. Impact on subsequent presidencies. The Watergate scandal had a lasting impact on the presidency and subsequent administrations. It set a precedent for the need for transparency and accountability in the executive branch. Presidents and their staff became more cautious about their actions and were aware of the potential consequences of abusing power or engaging in illegal activities. Legacy of political scandals. The Watergate scandal became a benchmark for political scandals in the United States. It set the standard against which subsequent scandals were measured. The term, "gate," became a common suffix added to other scandals, indicating a similar level of corruption or cover-up. Impact on public perception of political institutions. The Watergate scandal led to a decline in public confidence in political institutions, including Congress and the presidency. This decline in trust in political institutions has had long-term consequences, influencing voter behavior, participation in politics, and public opinion towards government. Overall, the Watergate scandal left an indelible mark on the American public, shaping their attitudes towards government and politics for years to come. It emphasized the importance of accountability, transparency, and the rule of law in a functioning democracy.